world where borders can shift and change, deportation has emerged as a pressing issue impacting countless lives. As we examine the 10 countries with the highest deportation rates in 2024, it's essential to focus on the human stories behind the numbers. Each statistic represents a person, mothers, fathers, and children, whose hopes and struggles are deeply connected to national policies. Join us as we uncover these powerful narratives and reveal the circumstances that lead to such life-altering decisions. But wait, before we dive fully into this, take 2 seconds and subscribe to this channel so you don't miss out on our future amazing content. And hit the like button. Number 10. United Kingdom. As you gaze upon the iconic skyline of London, your eyes naturally drift to the majestic Big Ben, its clock hands moving with the rhythm of the city. Underneath this picturesque facade, however, lies a tangled web of immigration policies that tell a story of human struggle and resilience. In 2023, the UK deported approximately 15,000 individuals, each with a unique story etched into their hearts. Many of these deportees arrived in the UK filled with hope, fleeing conflict, and seeking a brighter future. Take, for example, Amina, a young mother from Syria who escaped the devastation of war, only to find herself in a new battle against the system. After years of hard work, she found a community in London, making friends and even learning the language. She secured a job that allowed her to support her children and dream of a stable future. But as the political climate shifted, fueled by fears of safety and security, she was caught in the crosshairs of stricter immigration enforcement. The moment she received her deportation notice felt like a punch to the gut, ripping her away from the life she had painstakingly built. The emotional impact of these policies extends far beyond the individual. Families are often torn apart, leading to heartbreak and despair. Children like Amina's, who have grown up in the UK, are left feeling alienated and confused as they grapple with the reality of being uprooted. For many, the question of belonging becomes painfully clear. Where is home when your roots are severed by policy? The harshness of the deportation system resonates deeply in communities across the UK, creating an atmosphere of fear and uncertainty. As the country grapples with these challenges, the haunting question remains: what does it mean to belong in a land that feels increasingly inhospitable? Number 9. France. Imagine strolling through the enchanting streets of Paris, where the aroma of freshly baked croissants wafts through the air, and the sounds of laughter fill the cafes. Yet just around the corner lies a stark reality for many migrants. France has long been seen as a sanctuary for those fleeing war, persecution, and hardship. However, in 2023, the nation ramped up its deportation efforts, sending nearly 20,000 individuals back to their countries of origin. Among those affected is Mohammed, a young man from Afghanistan who fled the chaos of his homeland. He had always dreamed of studying in France, believing it to be a place where his aspirations could flourish. Upon arriving, he found warmth in the friendships he built and hope in the opportunities that awaited him. But in the wake of rising public concerns about safety and security, particularly following tragic terrorist attacks, support for stricter immigration policies grew. The very essence of the promise that France held for Mohammed began to unravel as he faced the threat of deportation. The emotional battlefield created by these policies affects not only the deportees, but also the communities that welcome them. Friends and families are ripped apart, leaving a trail of despair in their wake. The once vibrant life that Mohammed cultivated in Paris now feels like a distant dream, replaced by the uncertainty of being sent back to a place where his life could be at risk. For many, the streets of Paris, once filled with laughter and hope, become a stark reminder of their precarious existence. The human stories behind the numbers reveal a deep sorrow, a longing for belonging in a country that now feels foreign. As these individuals grapple with fear and uncertainty, the fabric of communities unravels, leaving everyone questioning the true meaning of freedom and safety. Number 8. India. In the vast, colorful tapestry of India, where ancient traditions blend seamlessly with modern advancements, A stark reality exists for many foreign migrants. India, known for its vibrant festivals, rich history, and diverse culture, has increasingly focused on tightening immigration controls. In 2023, approximately 12,000 individuals found themselves on the wrong side of this new reality, facing deportation. Consider the story of Fatima, a young entrepreneur from Nigeria who arrived in India with dreams of starting a successful business. She fell in love with the vibrant markets of Mumbai and the welcoming smiles of its people. However, as India ramped up its immigration policies, Fatima's dreams began to crumble. She found herself navigating a bureaucratic maze that felt insurmountable. Her hopes of contributing to the local economy were met with harsh realities, as the weight of the immigration system bore down on her. Each bureaucratic delay felt like a setback, and the constant fear of being deported loomed over her like a dark cloud. For many like Fatima, the emotional strain of being uprooted is a harsh reminder of the challenges faced in their quest for a better life. The bustling streets of India, once a place of promise and potential, turned into a landscape of uncertainty. Friendships formed were overshadowed by fear of sudden deportation, leaving them feeling isolated and vulnerable. The tension between the desire to belong and the realities of immigration enforcement creates a painful dichotomy. As Fatima watches her dreams slip away, she grapples with the haunting question: where does she truly belong? In the rich tapestry of Indian culture, the struggles of migrants are often overlooked, yet they play a crucial role in shaping the nation's identity. As the government tightens its grip, the stories of individuals like Fatima remind us of the human cost of policy decisions, echoing the universal desire for acceptance and opportunity. Number 6. Italy. Imagine standing on a picturesque bridge in Venice, where the sun sparkles on the water and the sweet aroma of fresh pasta fills the air. Tourists revel in the beauty of Italy's ancient architecture and vibrant culture, blissfully unaware of the darker side of this romantic destination. For many migrants, the journey to Italy begins not with scenic gondola rides, but with perilous crossings of the Mediterranean Sea. In 2023, Italy deported approximately 25,000 individuals, each of whom arrived in search of safety, only to be confronted by a harsh immigration landscape. Many migrants set sail from North Africa, fleeing violence, poverty, and despair. Picture a small, overcrowded boat swaying dangerously in the waves, with terrified faces illuminated by the moonlight. Each wave carries not just water but dreams. Dreams of a new life filled with hope, opportunity, and safety. Yet, as these brave souls reached the shores of Italy, their hope often quickly turned to heartbreak. They encountered strict immigration laws and a public sentiment that increasingly leaned towards rejection. Behind each deportation is a story that echoes in the hearts of families torn apart. Consider Maria, a young mother from Nigeria who, after a harrowing journey, finally reached Italy with her 2 children. They had hoped for a brighter future, but instead found themselves navigating a maze of bureaucracy, living in fear of being sent back to a country riddled with conflict. As political discourse shifted towards tougher immigration policies, Maria's family faced a constant threat of separation, casting a long shadow over their fragile existence in Italy. These stories of desperation and resilience are not just statistics. They are real lives filled with aspirations and dreams. The emotional weight of deportation is a heavy burden that can crush spirits and dismantle families, transforming hope into despair. Italy, a land of beauty and history, now carries the scars of these human stories. An ongoing struggle between the dream of safety and the harsh reality of legal barriers. Number 5. Spain. Picture the vibrant beaches of Barcelona, where sunbathers lounge on golden sands and children giggle while building sandcastles. The lively atmosphere is infectious, drawing visitors from all corners of the globe. Yet beyond this idyllic facade lies a complex immigration crisis that casts a long shadow over the dreams of many. In 2023, Spain deported approximately 10,000 to 15,000 individuals, people who had embarked on dangerous journeys across the Mediterranean Sea in hopes of finding a better life. For many migrants, the decision to leave home is not taken lightly. Imagine Ahmed, a young man from Morocco, who sacrificed everything to make the perilous journey to Spain. Leaving behind his family and friends, he crossed the sea in a flimsy boat, driven by the desire to provide for his loved ones. Upon reaching Spain, however, he faced the bitter reality of strict immigration laws and rising anti-immigrant sentiments. Despite his hopes for a brighter future, Ahmed found himself at risk of deportation, his dreams slipping away like sand through his fingers. The emotional toll on these deportees is profound. They are not mere statistics but individuals with unique stories filled with courage and resilience. Many had fled war, persecution, or economic hardship, leaving behind everything familiar in search of safety. The stories of families torn apart by deportation echo throughout communities, illustrating the heart-wrenching consequences of policies that prioritize politics over humanity. The Spanish government grapples with the challenge of balancing humanitarian obligations with public pressure, often resulting in painful decisions that leave lives hanging in the balance. Each deportation represents a life interrupted, a dream shattered. The emotional scars of these experiences run deep, reminding us that behind every number lies a human story, a tale of hope, loss, and the relentless pursuit of a better life. Number 4. United States of America. The United States, often heralded as the land of opportunity, stands as a beacon of hope for countless individuals seeking refuge and a fresh start. Yet, beneath this ideal lies a complex and often harsh immigration system that has become a focal point of national debate. In 2023, the U.S. deported around 200,000 individuals, many of whom had woven their lives into the fabric of American society. Consider the story of Juan, a father who crossed the border from Guatemala in search of a better future for his children. After years of hard work, he secured a job, built friendships, and even learned to speak English. But one day, everything changed. An unexpected raid by immigration enforcement turned his life upside down. In an instant, Juan went from being a valued member of his community to a statistic in the deportation system. The emotional toll on him and his family was immense. His children, once filled with laughter and hope, were left grappling with fear and uncertainty about their future. For many, deportation feels like a crushing defeat, a separation from loved ones, a severing of the ties that bind them to their lives. Families face the heart-wrenching reality of being torn apart, with parents deported and children left behind. The complexities of U.S. immigration policies often overshadow the human side of these decisions, reducing individuals to mere numbers in a system that can feel cold and impersonal. Every deportation carries with it a story of struggle and sacrifice, reminding us that behind every policy is a person, a human being with dreams and aspirations. As the debate over immigration continues to unfold, it is essential to recognize the emotional impact of these policies on real lives. In the land of opportunity, the harsh realities of deportation serve as a stark reminder of the challenges many face in their pursuit of a better life. Oh, and by the way, I know you're liking this video already. Go ahead right now and show me some love by hitting the like button. Done? All right. Let's continue. Number 3. Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia, a land of striking contrasts, is known for its vast deserts, opulent cities, and rich cultural heritage. The kingdom has long relied on foreign labor to power its booming economy, attracting millions seeking better job opportunities. However, in 2023, the government ramped up deportations, sending over 400,000 individuals back to their home countries. These deportees often carry with them stories of ambition, sacrifice, and the harsh realities of displacement. Imagine Khalid, a skilled laborer from India who arrived in Saudi Arabia with dreams of earning enough to support his family back home. He worked tirelessly, hoping to build a better life for his loved ones. But with the Saudi government's push to nationalize the workforce, Khalid found himself vulnerable to the shifting tides of immigration policy. One day, he received the dreaded news. His work visa had been revoked, and he was to be deported. In an instant, his dreams crumbled, leaving him to grapple with the emotional weight of uprooting everything he had built over the years. For many migrants, the decision to leave their home countries is not one made lightly. They often leave behind everything familiar in pursuit of opportunities that promise a brighter future. However, with the recent surge in deportations, the emotional impact ripples through families, disrupting lives and dreams built on hope and hard work. The stories of these workers reveal a deeply human struggle against the backdrop of national policy as they navigate a precarious existence in a foreign land. The harsh reality of deportation often leaves families shattered and dreams unfulfilled. Many individuals return home with a sense of defeat, their hopes of providing for their families dashed. As Saudi Arabia continues to grapple with its workforce policies, the emotional consequences of these decisions resonate deeply, reminding us that behind every deportation lies a personal story, a narrative of resilience and sacrifice in the face of adversity. Number 2. Italy. Imagine walking through the enchanting streets of Italy, where every corner reveals a masterpiece of art and history. The scent of fresh pasta wafts through the air as you pass vibrant markets bustling with life. But behind this picturesque facade lies a gripping narrative of struggle and resilience, particularly concerning immigration. In 2023, Italy became a focal point in the global immigration crisis, deporting around 25,000 individuals. Many of these deportees arrived on rickety boats, having braved treacherous seas in search of safety and a chance at a new life. The Mediterranean Sea, both a beautiful expanse and a perilous barrier, has become a gateway for countless migrants fleeing war, poverty, and persecution. These individuals embarked on their journeys with hope lighting their way, believing that Italy, often romanticized in films and stories, would offer them sanctuary and opportunity. Yet, the reality is starkly different. Upon arrival, many migrants encounter an immigration system that feels cold and impenetrable. The strict policies, born from rising political sentiments against immigration, create an atmosphere of fear and uncertainty. Just when these brave individuals believe they have found refuge, they often find themselves facing the looming threat of deportation. Take, for instance, the story of Amina, a young woman from Eritrea. After a harrowing journey across the desert and perilous waters, she finally set foot in Italy, her heart filled with dreams of education and a better future. She imagined strolling through the streets of Florence, attending university, and contributing to her new community. Instead, Amina was met with red tape and long waits for asylum applications, while the societal pressure against migrants loomed large. Many like Amina have shared their experiences of feeling lost in a system that seems to dismiss their humanity. They face language barriers, cultural differences, and a growing public sentiment that often views them with suspicion rather than empathy. The emotional toll is heavy. Dreams of safety and prosperity are crushed under the weight of bureaucracy and fear. Families are separated, futures dimmed, and the warmth of community that once seemed attainable fades into a distant hope. The stories of those deported reflect a tapestry of loss and resilience. For every individual sent back to their country, there are heartbreaking accounts of families torn apart, dreams dashed, and identities shaken. With every deportation, the narrative becomes not just about numbers but about human lives, each carrying their own unique journey filled with struggle, courage, and a relentless desire for belonging. The reality of their situation is a poignant reminder of the sacrifices made in the pursuit of a better life. Number 1. Mexico. Now picture Mexico, a land bursting with vibrant culture, stunning landscapes, and a rich tapestry of traditions. From the ancient ruins of Teotihuacan to the lively streets of Oaxaca, Mexico's beauty is undeniable. Yet beneath the surface, the country grapples with complex immigration issues that impact countless lives. In 2023, Mexico ramped up its deportation efforts, with estimates suggesting that around 200,000 people were sent back to their countries. For many, the journey to Mexico is a desperate search for safety or economic opportunity, often fraught with peril. Migrants from Central America, in particular, have taken on dangerous treks through harsh terrain, hoping to escape violence, poverty, and hopelessness. Consider the story of Jose, a young father from Honduras. He embarked on a treacherous journey with dreams of providing a better life for his children. After weeks of hardship, dodging danger at every turn, he finally reached Mexico, where he found work to support his family back home. However, the situation in Mexico was not as welcoming as he had hoped. With increasing pressure on the government to control immigration, Jose faced the risk of deportation just as he was starting to build a life for himself. The reality is harsh and unforgiving. Families like Jose's often find themselves caught in a web of complex immigration laws that seem more interested in quotas than in human lives. Many migrants become targets of exploitation, living in fear of being discovered and deported, often losing everything they've worked for in an instant. The emotional strain is immense, as dreams of a better future are crushed beneath the weight of bureaucracy and prejudice. Behind every deportation lies a human story filled with hope, sacrifice, and the relentless pursuit of a better life. These stories reflect not just individual struggles, but also the broader challenges faced by communities trying to adapt to an ever-changing landscape of immigration policies. Families are often torn apart, with parents separated from children, leaving behind shattered dreams and unanswered questions. As these deportees are sent back to their home countries, many return to situations they desperately sought to escape. The loss of stability, the heartbreak of separation, and the disillusionment with a system that promised safety leave deep emotional scars. Each deportation is not just a statistic, it is a profound loss that echoes through families and communities. In conclusion, as we reflect on the journeys of those who have faced deportation in Italy and Mexico, it becomes clear that each statistic represents a life, a story woven with hopes, dreams, struggles, and aspirations. The complexities of immigration and deportation are not just political issues. They are deeply human concerns that resonate within the fabric of our global society. Understanding these narratives fosters empathy, encouraging us to look beyond numbers and engage with the emotional realities faced by those affected. Every deportation is a reminder of the sacrifices made in the pursuit of a better life, the resilience of the human spirit, and the urgent need for compassion in the face of challenging circumstances. In a world that can often feel divided, recognizing our shared humanity is more important than ever. Let us have your thoughts in the comments section below. Thank you for joining us. If you found this information enlightening, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more insightful content about cities and cultures from around the world.